A couple of weeks ago, I've hired a new designer to come and work with me in one of the startups that I'm working with. And it's been great. She's super talented. I'm having a good time, but I've never actually managed another designer or kind of run a design team. I don't know if you can call one designer a design team, but we're heading in that direction. And I've been really thinking a lot as to what is the best way to kind of manage the team, manage feedback, and brainstorm together. Because here's the thing, we're not sitting in the same office. Because I'm doing most of my work from here. This is my home office. She's based in the startup's office, and we do have some meetings during the week, but overall, like most days on the day-to-day basis, I'm not sitting there. So we do need to find a way to communicate. And the thing about communication, it's one thing to get feedback from a client, right? Please change this, please do that. But when you're working, kind of collaborating with other designers or other people in your kind of creative team, you really want something that's more like a way to brainstorm together. Because when we are sitting together, we usually sketch out ideas on a paper or a whiteboard and kind of think together what's the best way to solve the problem. Super luckily, InVision came out with a new kind of tool that's called Freehand last week. It's in addition to the Craft plugin set for Sketch. If you don't know what Craft is and you use Sketch, you gotta get Craft. It's got a lot of valuable tools, but today I want to talk about Freehand because it does exactly what I needed to do, and I kind of want to give you a quick demo and explain why it's so valuable to me. So let me show you. For example, if I'm working on this design, for example, here on the right you can see the Craft plugins, and I can just create a freehand. For example, I've already created one, but I can update it, and this will actually open. Let's open it. Kind of an artboard, a webby artboard here on InVision that I can actually sketch on top of it and say, and in a really kind of free way to add text and say, perhaps we can do something like this. And I can really easily have different ideas here or convey what I'm thinking about, or perhaps, I don't know, add an image or a reference or something like that. But it really is quick and simple way to brainstorm visually and add comments. Now, there are some, obviously we could have done things like Skype or, talk on the phone, or where I try to explain it. But the beautiful thing about this is that it's not synchronous, I think it's called. Like, it's not live. I can do this in my own time. When she sends me what she's done, I can add the comments, and she doesn't have to see them right away. She can come back later when she's working on the project and see it, and it stays there. So I think this is a really, really great way to kind of, when you're working in distributed teams, and I think this is a huge trend right now where teams are kind of working remotely, so you're not all sitting in the same office, and you really, really need something like this to kind of brainstorm visually. So I love what it does. I love how simple it is. I love that it syncs, with my account. And one thing that I was missing though is that you can see live here, just like Google Docs, who's watching the doc right now. And we worked on it at the same time, which was amazing, but I was kind of lacking the live chat like you have on Google Docs, but I'm pretty sure they'll add it sometime in the future. But overall, this had made kind of a major improvement to our workflow together. I still think, I've been thinking a lot about how to kind of manage design team, because this is a new challenge for me, and I don't have the perfect solution yet, because if I kind of want to drag tasks from, to create tasks for her, and she's working on a lot of different projects, there's still a lot of things which I haven't figured out yet as to how to kind of manage a design team. And perhaps I will kind of try to sketch out an idea of how I think the solution would look like, and I don't know, share it with InVision. Perhaps it's the most obvious thing for them to kind of create the tool to manage the design team work. But so far, I really like this tool. I suggest that if you're working not as a freelancer, if you're working in a team, or even if you want to brainstorm with your client visually, I think this is a much better, you can send InVision and have comments on it. That was a feature that used to exist a long time ago, and I think it's good basically for client feedback, but to really brainstorm visually with other designers, I think this is something really good, and I'm happy that InVision is kind of pushing forward the way that design teams are communicating. Love this. Anyway, I gotta head out to a meeting with Lior and Ayala, kind of big. We have a serious talk about the future of Prospero, the new school and everything, and I really want to stay focused. I'm not going to take the camera and vlog from there today, but I guess I will catch tomorrow. Hope you have a super day.